Philip Clement claimed that he felt alone in the desert before Patrick Stewart came in. Well, here on Fog Football, we're about to lay the smackdown on Phil. Welcome back to the channel. Big Phil claims he's alone in the desert. Well, you know, I've been through the desert with a manager with no clue, and it felt good to be off the rain. In the Star Trek Enterprise, you can't remember your name. Na, 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 na. Yeah, so don't even know where I was going with that, folks, but I just don't really understand. Come on, I mean, he thinks he's got one up here, saying that he felt alone in the desert before Patrick Stewart came in, right? And the things I don't understand about this is, what about the fans? Think how alone we've actually felt. Honestly, don't understand this for the life of me. And why, Jake, this cat's having a stare down. Come on, cat, bugger off. Come on, Jake, that's for you, son. Why do cats just look at dogs these days? I'm actually feeling. Maybe it doesn't help when your dog carries a cuddly toy in its mouth all day, but anyway. Right, moving on. Yeah, what about the fans? Like, how have we felt? And come on, it's like, oh, but I haven't felt alone since Patrick Stewart's come in. That might work. I mean, personally, I couldn't give a shit if Philip Clement feels alone in the desert or feels together in the nightclub. You know what I mean? I don't really care what Clement feels. I care about results. And the fact of the matter is this: since Patrick Stewart's come in, we beat Dundee, right? Lost against lost against St Mirren, drew against Motherwell, beat Celtic, then we drew against Hibs, and we drew against what's that team called, Dundee, and then we scraped past St Johnstone. So it's like, alright, 3 wins there. There's what, 2 draws, and I mean, how many defeats? It's just I don't even know what to begin. With this guy, man. He's a walking fud on wheels. Now, I know we're just champing at the bit here to find out what Clement said, but I think he comes up with some of the most ridiculous quotes of all time. It's like, I mean, I don't know if anyone's watched The Sopranos, but he reminds me of little Carmine Jr. You know, I mean, I can't even remember any of his. Well, I mean, I can remember. He's like, remember, gentlemen, you know, a gallon of blood weighs more than a gallon of gold, or a pint of gold. I don't even know it. That's what he reminds me of. That's what Clement said. And I quote, I know that, and I spoke with Patrick Stewart a lot. He's not long in the building, but I'm very happy that he's here. I've been here 6-7 months sometimes, feeling alone in the desert, and addressing things to make better in the club, or that I saw regressing. He is very motivated to make things better. That will help me, that will help the football department, but it will help everything inside the club. I'm so happy that we can be really open, and sometimes critical discussions about it. And like, end of quote. So it's like, okay, Phil, I mean, seriously, it's like, I mean, maybe he did feel alone in the last 6-7 months, right? But see Philip Clement feeling like a stranger in a foreign land or whatever. Should that be costing us points against Kelly, against Aberdeen, against St Mirren, against Motherwell? Is that really an excuse? I mean, would that fly at any other club? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I think that's mind-boggling, man. I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter if he felt alone. It really shouldn't. He went on to say, yes, of course, we also had a kind of a review last season, also in that way, because there are several things that we need to improve to go to the level that Rangers need to be. That's something for the people to discuss inside, and that we will do inside of the building. So those are things, what I said, that's been addressed the last couple of months, but there was no platform to change a lot, and maybe not to change a lot, to change certain things. I also think it's critical, but in every club it's crucial, also to have a review every year about things, and also things go well, because teams who keep doing the same thing, they don't evolve and they don't become better. So in that way, it's a normal thing for every club who want to improve themselves, end of quote. Well, I mean, to be honest, you can't really disagree with the guy there, because we haven't got better. We've regressed under him. And, I mean, I could literally end this video here, being brutally honest, but it's like, we haven't evolved. We haven't got better since Clement came in. And that's down to it. We've signed enough of his own players, man, to see some form of style, and I get it. We're also, you know, suffering for like a centre-back issue. So I totally understand that, but I just don't really understand this whole feeling alone thing. Like, should we feel sympathy for Clement? I mean, he got sold a vision that he was going to get a lot of money to spend, right? So I do relate with him in that department. But the reality is, even if we sign no one in the summer, and we did sign people, by the way, we still have a squad that's good enough with the amount of wages and things like that you factor in. And we've also got like one of the better youth teams in the country if we actually just use them. So there's no excuses for me for Phil. Phil can feel alone. You know what I mean? He can walk alone. Maybe he doesn't do that. Feels like he's been doing that though. Walking alone. Feels like he's been playing that side. Double dipping. Essay. But anyway, what do you guys think of Phil? I think it's him just spinning more shite, to be brutally honest. I mean, if you put a gun to Patrick Stewart's head and he had the answer to the truth because there was a lie detector attached to him, not Jeremy Kyle's where it's 99.9, I am talking 100%. You put a gun to Patrick Stewart's head and went, here, can Clement or will Clement win a league title with Rangers? He's going to say no, and if he says yes, there's going to be a bullet through his dome and an RPG hitting the Starship Enterprise, right? That's just the facts of this, folks. And he obviously takes great care of that and all that good stuff. Anyway, Big Phil talking shite.